Mom and Punk's 50th wedding anniversary. It means so very much because, as all of you know, my mom was diagnosed with colon cancer 2 months ago. Can you believe we actually considered canceling this big celebration? I am so proud of my parents for making the decision to be here tonight.
Yes.
50 years is something to be proud of. The vow says, in sickness and in health. My parents are staying strong to get through this illness together. There is a reason why we are here tonight. God gave my mom strength and my Punk strength to be here with all of you. This is a celebration of love, overcoming hardships, and looking forward to many years of health and happiness.
How many of you know the story of how my mom and dad met? Yes? How many people know the story? All the brothers and cousins know. So basically, it was love at first sight for my dad. Dad was on the second floor of one of his friend's house and was just happening to look out the window. And he saw this beautiful, dark-haired beauty walking down the street. He asked his friend if he knew Mom, and he said, yeah, she just lives right around the corner from you. I'll introduce you. So that's how Mom and Dad met. Punk pursued her for years, but he had our Lolo Ising, our grandfather, and of course the brothers, Uncle Ray, Uncle Ang, Uncle Donnie, Uncle Ben, following them around as chaperones, making sure everything was okay. Because Dad was such a player. She was Dad's biggest challenge, with his stunning good looks, his charm, and of course his dancing abilities. Punk never had any problem meeting the ladies, of course. Then one night, they happened to be at the same dance. Mom saw Punk dancing cheek to cheek with another lady. Mom was so upset and realized she really loved him at that point. Punk courted her for 2 years with her brothers watching. They got married March 26, 1967. 50 years later, they have 3 daughters, 7 grandchildren, and they are oh so proud of their 3 white boy son-in-laws. It's a pretty funny story because Keith, Dan, and Jeff always compete for Mom and Dad's affections. They always call each other, I'm number 1, I'm number 2. Of course, when Keith had the first boy, Keith was number 1. And then Jeff had the first girl, so Jeff was number 2. And then girl, so that's number 3. But they love you so much, guys. I just want you guys to know that. There's so many of you memories that my sisters and I have with our parents and with so many of you. We've known most of you since we were just kids and just teenagers. I loved our New Year's parties at our house with all our cousins and our friends. The late nights at the Castillo's, when our parents would play mahjong and us kids running around. Potlucks at the Red Wing Park and Princess Anne Park with Trinidad's and Obispos. Doing the Easter egg hunts, underneath the ground, hiding the Easter eggs underneath the ground. And swimming at the Hardiniano's pool with our bright orange swim trunks. Mom was so protective, and that's one thing I love about Mom. She will do anything for you. She will take the shirt off their back to give you whatever you want. And she did that for me and Jen and Len. Also, I wanted to mention about how we couldn't do anything without Roger and Lisa because they had They had to do it first. Like contact lenses. Roger and Lisa had to have contact lenses first before we could do it. But I just remember all our sleepovers at your house. Because we didn't sleep everywhere else because Mom and Dad were so protective. But Thanksgiving at Uncle Ray and Auntie Ethel's house, and we passed out all on the couch. Christmas morning with Blair and Benjol at our house. We had a lot of fun growing up, and it was very memorable for us, and we won't ever forget it.
I'm sure Mom and Dad have shared a lot of their parenting roles with you. We do it with our kids, with our friends, and with each other. So Jen and I have, first experience. Gianna and Quinn, they're not so easy. And then when Valentino came up, woo, you guys saw what was going on all day today. And so, even though that we wouldn't admit it, Mom and Pong were usually right. I remember this boy that I liked so much. And when I introduced Pong to him, Pong knew right away. He's like, that boy's a playboy. So I think he saw his reflection. That was so I was so upset with him, and Mom felt the same way about this guy. And I was not great at expressing my feelings. I wrote them a letter to express how I felt about him. They left me alone. After that, I'm sure they knew what would eventually happen. I had experienced it on my own. Yeah, my heart was broken in many pieces. I cried for days in my room, but it made me stronger and it made me smarter. As much as they wanted to control and steer my decisions, they showed me patience, and they took a step back and continued to guide me as much as they could. But I needed to figure it out on my own. Not too long after that, found a man of my dreams.
Number two.
I know now how it feels to want something for your child and can't always control the situation. I expect the journey ahead to be difficult, but I'm thankful to our parents to teach us the subtle ways that they did and the space they gave us to figure it out and eventually to admit Mom and Pong were always right.
So, Mom and Pong, we want to thank you for all that you've done for us, for all the sacrifices you've made to make our lives a better one, for putting us through college and instilling the value of working hard and striving to be the best that we could possibly be. You have taught us the value of family. When we were growing up, the three of us would fight like cats and dogs. Pong and Mom would remind us constantly, your sisters are your family. They will be the one who will stand by you. You have taught us how to appreciate what we have and to be thankful to God for the blessings He has given us. My sisters and I are who we are because of you. Thank you for being unbelievable parents. We love you both. So here's to 50 years and many more. Woo! Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. It really means a lot to everybody for doing this.
Round of applause for all three daughters. You guys were awesome. You agree with that? At this point, Auntie Cora and Uncle Jojo will proceed to cut the cake. After that, we're going to have the traditional